Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. We're back here on Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So we ended up getting a lot of new information last night regarding Insomniac Games and them getting hacked, and unfortunately things did not go well whatsoever. So for those who are not aware, there was this ransomware hacker group called Residia. They ended up hacking into Insomniac Games and got a hold of a bunch of material that was not supposed to be revealed to the public. Some of this material contained footage and even early builds of Insomniac's upcoming projects like Marvel's Wolverine, for example. The hacker group ended up giving Insomniac a 7-day notice where they have to donate about $1 million or so to the hacker group, otherwise they leak all of the material and it gets revealed to the public online. The hacker group tried to cut a deal with Insomniac and Sony where if they ended up donating about $2 million or so to this group, then they won't release the material online. They had about 7 days in order to respond, but neither Insomniac nor Sony caved in, and as a result, this hacker group, they decided to release all of the material that was not supposed to be shown. It ended up leaking last night. Not only did we find early gameplay footage of Marvel's Wolverine in its alpha stage, but we also ended up getting a hint as to what Insomniac's lineup of video games will look like for the next several years. I haven't seen any leaked footage regarding Marvel's Wolverine. However, if you do go on Twitter, you might end up finding it one way or another. As of the recording of this video, we still haven't gotten a full response from Insomniac Games themselves regarding the hack, but I'm willing to bet that they are completely devastated by what they just had to endure. The worst part is that this isn't even all that was leaked from the studio. Unfortunately, there ended up being employee information that ended up leaking onto the internet as well. So this is an article from Insider Gaming that was published today, actually. They ended up covering the news regarding the hack that Insomniac endured. A week after ransomware group Residia published that it had successfully hacked into Insomniac Games and taken information, the group has published over 1.3 million files online for anyone to grab. The full leak took place on Monday night after the group said that no buyer was willing to pay the $2 million asking price. In total, the data comes in at nearly 1.7 terabytes in size. Dude, that is not good. Now, as I had mentioned, there was also personal employee information that ended up getting leaked online as part of this hack. First reported by Cyber Daily, that sensitive information includes internal employee HR documents, tax information, internal company messages, computer information, termination forms, and even passport details. In a message given to Cyber Daily, the organization said it had intentionally targeted the company and said that it, quote-unquote, knew developers making games like this were an easy target. They added that it didn't take much effort to get into the studio's network for the data. As of writing, neither party has responded. So basically, nobody offered to give Residia $2 million to prevent the information from getting leaked onto the internet, and as a result, they put all of that stuff out there for everybody to see, even though that information and all of that footage was supposed to be confidential. Now, I do want to give my personal take on the whole situation. It's one thing when a hacker group gets a hold of confidential material regarding a video game that isn't supposed to see the light of day just yet. It's one thing for them to do something like that. But to go as far as to leaking personal employee information of select individuals that work at the aforementioned dev studio, if you ask me, that should be grounds for jail time. By putting their personal information out there for everybody to see, you are potentially putting their lives at risk. Some people will take that as an exaggeration or something, but it's like, dude, imagine you were working at a dev studio and a hacker group ended up getting into your network and got a hold of all of the footage and all of the bills surrounding a project that is not supposed to be revealed just yet. And on top of that, they got a hold of your personal information to which somebody could potentially come after you. How would you feel if you were in that situation? And for the hacker group to go as far as to say that Insomniac in particular were an easy target to go after because of the games that they make, dude, I don't know how much more fucked up you can be as an individual to say some shit like that. It's just such a damn shame because Insomniac did nothing. They did nothing wrong to deserve something like this. And for them to become the victims of another hacker attack is it's just so sad to see. I've said it before, but Insomniac is PlayStation's MVP in this console generation. Every video game that they have developed for the PlayStation 5 has been absolute bangers. And yeah, you can make the argument that some of their games haven't lived up to your expectations, but you also can't deny the fact that these guys and girls have tried their best to make these games live up to the hype that so many people garnered prior to its individual launches. Some people have even gone on record to say that this is even worse than the GTA 6 leak that Rockstar endured like a year and a half ago. And to be honest with you, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree. Like, this is definitely the worst hack I've seen happen to a gaming dev studio yet. As I mentioned, it's one thing if you go leak confidential material regarding an upcoming gaming project that is still in development, but if you're going to take it a step further and leak personal employee information of certain people that work at the studio, like, you definitely deserve to do time in jail. That is not cool at all. And listen, I understand that there's going to be people who are not going to have sympathy for Insomniac. They low-key probably think that they deserved it and they got what was coming to them or something like that. Dude, if you're thinking like that, the least I would implore you to do is to just put yourself in their shoes. Think about what you would have done in that situation and how it would have made you feel. My heart definitely goes out to the people at Insomniac that were affected by this. It's just not, like, this is not fair at all. They did nothing wrong. They did nothing to deserve this. They've been in their lane, doing their thing, trying to put together games that us, the players, can get excited for. And the fact that they've had to succumb to this kind of vitriol is unacceptable. It's genuinely heartbreaking if you ask me. I'm going to presume that because there was a bunch of material leaked on Marvel's Wolverine, Insomniac might have no choice but to push the game back to a later date. They might have to end up delaying the game even further so they can figure out what to do or what to adjust in regards to what they originally planned to show for that game, especially since it's now out there on the internet for everybody to see. If you go on Twitter right now, you'll see a bunch of gamers showing their love and their support to Insomniac Games after they fell victim to this hacker group who decided to leak their confidential material. It really is, it really hurts to see this dev studio go through what they just experienced recently. If you guys want to check out that article, I'll provide a link to it down in the description so you guys can go and check it out for yourselves. But that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Again, my heart goes out to the people at Insomniac. They did nothing wrong to deserve this. They've been in their lane, doing their thing, just trying to work on the games that they have been developing so far. And to see them fall victim to this kind of attack is such a shame. It really is heartbreaking, and I would never wish for any dev studio to go through it. I genuinely hope y'all can find a way to recover and try to get back on track and work on the projects that y'all are currently developing as we speak. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of all of the information that we ended up finding out about in regards to Insomniac last night? Have you seen the leaked material? Have you not seen it? But if you have seen it, what are some things about it that have you excited about what's to come? But also, what do you make of the hacker group's response to this whole situation? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to know what you guys have to say. But anyways, guys, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like on it. And if you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you can be notified of when I have uploaded my newest video. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. It's been your boy Discreet, and I'll catch you in the next video.